Thank you for joining me in this episode of Sabado Nights with Steve Lu here in Marrakesh, Morocco. Rock and roll!
Bonjour, this is your Food Diwata for Sabado Nights with Steve Lu, and we are in exotic, captivating Marrakesh in Morocco. We're here at the Riyadh Alhambra. We are staying at the Royal Suite, which is indeed royal. I did not expect there to be so many beautiful original details, you know, the ornate carvings on the walls, the ceiling, the beautiful carpets and lamps. Everything was astoundingly lovely. Now, let's head on to the food. We just had our traditional Moroccan breakfast, which consisted of some flatbreads, crepes. There were jams, we had butter as well, ricotta, cheese, and fresh fruit. And you can have your choice of tea or coffee. I opted for a fresh mint tea where they truly use fresh mint leaves and dried tea leaves as well. And it was just the right start to the day. And of course, yogurt and honey. So much honey, in fact, the honeybees were coming to us. I feel like there's a beehive nearby. That was certainly a close brush with the local wildlife. And then for a lunch, we wanted something, well, Moroccan. So we went looking for a tagine, and we ended up at
The
at the Market Plaza at a restaurant called, what's the restaurant called again? Argana, as recommended by our lovely host, Ismael. Merci beaucoup, Ismael, for the recommendation. There we met the lovely Mustafa, who was our very charming and friendly waiter, and he took us our tagines. We had a lamb and vegetable tagine, and Steph had what did you have?
Kefta.
The kefta. So they are little minced meat balls. Delicious in tomato sauce, and naturally the Food Diwata had to have something hot, and
Harissa.
I had the harissa, which was absolutely fiery. It was flaming, just as the mother of dragons would have. And it wasn't just hot, the flavor was also very citrusy, so it had a dimension, a depth of flavor. All the while, you know, just watching people go by in within the marketplace, so watching people go to and from the souk, and walking through the souk was a feast for the senses. But more on that later. I'd like to talk about all the sights, the sounds, the colors, the fantastic textures and layers that I've seen. So walking through the souk was just simply a feast for the senses, you know. Busog na busog ako. My eyes, my senses were heightened, were full. So many sounds, you know, all the hawkers calling out so that you can come and see their wares. What caught my eye were the textiles, all, you know, colors of the rainbow. Like, for example, I'm sitting on a beautiful sofa right now covered in blankets, and which I believe are all made here. And it's wonderful how they can use so much color, like this orange and this yellow here, without being too loud. And I've seen a lot of use of deep dark cobalt blues as well, you know, these royal blues, which all go together splendidly. Not to mention, of course, you know, being the Food Diwata, couldn't help but notice the local wildlife, the local plant life rather. And okay, going back to the souk, so there was also plenty of I have to highlight the jewelry. There's so many wonderful metalwork. So I think they have some very, very talented smiths. Like, for example, take a look at this metse platter or tray, which you can use for example, an event, and you can put different these artisanal handmade bowls on them. And what a beautiful way of serving food. And I can also talk about the leather goods. So we walked through an alley in the souk that was just full of the leather makers, the leather tanners, the tanneries, and you could smell it. It's not the most pleasant smell, but I like the smell of leather, and you could see all the scraps on the floor, the leather makers bending over their work, and the attention to detail is fabulous, magnifique, c'est magnifique. And again, you know, the colors, the jewelry, I'm looking forward to finding some treasures, and I'm sure there will be many treasures. Like, for example, this fan here. This is what it looks like when it's closed, and then you open it up. It's like this. It's like a flower. It opens up like a flower. So Morocco and Marrakesh has truly been, I believe it was Hemingway who said, it is a movable feast. You know, you are just, and Anthony Bourdain when he was in Tangier, you know, he just, again, I believe I feel what he was feeling when he came to Morocco. It just, there are so many things that, you know, that heighten your senses, that touch your senses. So I'm looking forward to more adventures and explorations.
Greetings y'all, we are here at Dar El Bacha Museum. Dito pa rin sa loob ng Medina, dito sa Marrakesh. This is, it's an art gallery, you know, and it showcases the intricacies of Moroccan artisan, craftsman, and interior design. Makikita ninyo yung mga tiles, napaka-colorful, the doors alone, the architecture, and of course the fabulous garden with the orange trees in the middle. Tuwang-tuwa nga ang ating Food Diwata at hindi siya matapos-tapos magpicture ng mga orange. And may mga relics din inside the rooms. And of course there is that very, very popular Bacha coffee. I don't know what it's all about, but I think it's distinctly Moroccan. And it's actually 2 hours to get there if you want to have coffee. There's a ganon kahaba yung line. It is that popular. So we are just here, one of our destinations for today. There's not going to be many because it's our last day here in Marrakesh, unfortunately. But tomorrow I'm excited to take the train to Tangier, which is closer to Europe, which is like siguro from there. I've never been, but from there kita mo na siguro yung Gibraltar. As the saying goes, Morocco, especially in its cuisine, is very, very continental, heavily influenced by the Europeans who once occupied this territory. At yun nga, and a mix of Arabic and Northern African culture. It's become a melting pot and it's really, really very beautiful, very, very colorful. If you see the videos nung pagdaan natin sa souk, mag-iingat lang kayo dun sa souk kasi maraming ang mga motorsiklong dumadaan dahil bawal ang kotse. Ang mga kotse nandun lang sa perimeter ng wall ng Medina. So the entire Medina or the entire city, the old city at least, has a border wall, and in its immediate vicinity or in its periphery would be the roads where cars are allowed, pero sa loob bawal na. Ngayon, ang nangyayari, mga bisikleta, mga motorsiklo, dumadaan doon sa mga paseo na masisikip. Kaya medyo delikado, maya't maya, merong motorsiklo, merong may bisikleta. So, konting ingat lang at busy ang streets ng Medina. It's really what an experience. We will let the Food, Art, and Culture Diwata describe to you what it's like to be walking around the streets of the Medina, the passages here in the Medina, here in Marrakesh, here in Morocco. Yeah, so narito tayo ngayon sa isang exhibition hall dito sa Dar El Bacha Museum. And naka-feature yata si Louis Vuitton. Yeah, Louis Vuitton. So makikita ninyo sa mga videos, mga Louis Vuitton working with, I suppose, Moroccan models or something. And maganda yung exhibition hall niya kasi very intricate yung mga designs ng mga poste, yung mga walls, even the ceiling, and magaganda rin yung mga designs ng works ni Louis Vuitton. Kanina naman nagpunta tayo doon sa Bacha Coffee House where the wait is 2.5 hours. Kaya naman pala 2.5 hours. Talagang napaka authentic. You know, you will see parang nanood ng sine nung Casablanca where all the servers are wearing a white tuxedo with a bow tie, and they're all wearing their fez. It's like going back in time. I really don't know what the food is like, and we probably won't have a chance to try it because there's a 2.5 hour wait na to get in there. So maybe we will save that for next time, but it's certainly a destination. Doon lang talaga ako napawaw ng gusto kasi parang ang naalala ko yung mga pelikulang favorite ng mother ko, yung Casablanca. Only this one is in color. So yeah, so that is the wrap up of our visit here in Dar El Bacha. Yung Bacha Coffee House nga pala, by the way, na-establish siya noong 1910. And dahil doon, na-develop yung tinatawag na Arabica. So, dito nag-umpisa yung Coffee Arabica dito sa Bacha Coffee. Just a little trivia for you here on Sabado Nights with Steve Lu, broadcasting from Marrakesh. Salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik muli dito sa Sabado Nights with Steve Lu, the Marrakesh, Morocco episode, part 2.